everybody, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, sort of, I've got stuff a little out of camera range. Let's see if I can't fix that. There we go. A little bit more stuff in the range. I'm going to be redoing my floor. If you've ever watched and Mayhem Ensued, you should. Cute, totally adorable young man. He's got a landlord special apartment in LA, and he redid his floor, and he showed me a great trick. This is 3-inch wide masking tape. What I'm going to do is put it on the floor first. That way, when I leave here, the sticky tiles, because that's all they are, pill and stick tiles, can be pulled up. And voila. Ugly, half-ruined floor already back, you know? It's all good. Let me show you what all I got. 2 rolls of tape. I don't know if I'll need both of them. I don't know if I'll need more. It's just what we've got. These are spacers. I have 2 packages. I still haven't double checked, but I literally don't think I ordered both of these. I think I just ordered one. And this one is bigger. These are 3/16, and these are 1/8. So we'll see which one I like, I guess. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Who knows? And this is grout repair kit. Now, do you usually put down sticky tiles and grout between it? No, but that's the look that I want. This here says it'll do, I can't remember how many square feet it said it would do, but I remember it saying that it was going to work. White. It says white. I thought I ordered gray. Maybe I decided on white. I don't know. But it's got lots of stuff in there. Hold on. I haven't opened this up. That has been used. I don't even know what to think. Oh no, this says gray. Fast drying. Yeah, I ordered gray. It says gray on it. I don't know if this has been used or if just the tools have been used. I honestly have no clue. But I'm a little annoyed about that. I'll have to look up the seller on Amazon. See if it was Amazon purchase or if it went separately through. Well, it would have gone separately through a seller, but gonna have to look into that for sure. And the tiles. They're nothing too awful special. They were quite a bit cheaper. Plain simple, but not quite full color or anything like that. You can see there's a little bit of, like, you know, quote, marbling going on. So, yeah. But I want to have that grouted look between them. These aren't very thick. They're like 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch thick, which is why I got the grout kit, because I don't need actual grouting. There's nothing to grout between. The grouting kit will give it that look. At least that's what I'm hoping it'll do. So that's all the stuff. I'm going to check in on this guy here real quick, because I really should check things when I first get them. But I'm going to check in on that guy real quick. Okay, here we are, just getting started. This took a little bit of forever. It doesn't have any grout in, of course. But every single one of these, except that one, had to be cut down. This one has that, and then it goes up a little bit because it goes right under the door. That one was just cut a little bit short, just that length. That one, of course, had the two sides. This one is a massive accident because it's cut like 1/4 of an inch. And I just cut it right across rather than bringing it over here, which actually I purposely didn't want to do, if I recall. So I'm still debating about pulling that one up. But that one was cut, that one was cut. And I've got a sign here. This is need to remove 1/4 inch on this row. I don't know. I just don't know. Because I didn't. I wanted it to go just that little smidge over so that it wasn't directly across that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and try putting the grout in this area, because if it can dry, I've got things that I put over there, and I can stuff them back in that corner and have space to next move over and get under the... I'm zoomed in. Let's try zooming out. Going to go under the oven. This right here, it will go basically just right across, right directly, like at that line is what I'm planning. In case you're curious, this right here is where the water heater is. Yes, that's how you get to it. You have to move the oven out of the way to get to the water heater. I live in a 4-plex. I think this was originally a duplex that they renovated into a 4-plex. When they do stuff like that, you know, this is what you get. So I'll check back in with you and we'll see how things are going. Okay, so not much to show. I think I showed that. Gone over, got everything done behind the oven. I may can go out of focus again, sorry. So you're not seeing much. I did do a little bit of the gray grout. I went ahead and used it. I did contact Amazon and was like, dude, I was sent a used product. They wanted me to return it. UPS is just a mess around here. So they just went ahead and refunded me, which is just plain excellent. I could show you why here in a sec, but yeah, you can see the grout. You can see it without the grout. I didn't bother doing any grout in here. I just stuck them like right next to each other because you're only going to see it in that little strip. And you can just see them connected together. They just don't look as good as separated with the grout. Like, that is what's going to make it look good. This has taken forever because it's required pulling stuff out, putting stuff in, going into little tiny spaces, and having to work in little tiny spaces. So, anyways, I'm going to show you what I'm doing with the money that was refunded to me for my used product. Okay, so don't judge the mess. This here's just a little guy I got, and I plan on putting it in there. Well, the depth isn't, it's just a little over half of this depth. So what I'm doing is buying another one. I'm going to turn them sideways so that this goes that way, and I'll have one on the other side, and I'll have drawers, and I'll put all of that crap in it, and maybe some other crap, and stuff I don't use as much will go on this side, because while I can get into it, it's just a lot tighter there. It's still very tight right here too, but it's just easier to access because there's open space on both sides. So, and yes, all my eBay stuff I need to list is still sitting here. it'll go up slowly but surely. I'm working on inventory at the moment. Once inventory's done, we're going to dive into listing. But for now, we're working on the kitchen floor project. Okay. Whole floor isn't done, but we just have this little strip, which means we have to get under the fridge, which will be good because I'll be able to clean under the fridge. So we'll clean under the oven and stuff, so that's great. Right now I only have, the little square bits between. I haven't really gotten the grout in yet. I started back there, which you can maybe kind of see. Need to clean up over there a little bit, but it is much more like time consuming to get that grout in than I was anticipating. It's not just time, it's the either having to be down on your knees or bending over. It's just a little too rough on me to do more than like probably a strip across at a time. So I'm gonna do a strip, go sit down, work on something else, come back, do another strip. I just ain't young anymore. But just like looking at it, look how much better that looks than that. Like, I do like the way it's looking. I do not think I will be finishing tomorrow night. I think I'll have to be doing bits and pieces when I come home. So I think tomorrow night I will try and pull out the fridge and at least get under the fridge. Maybe even get all of the tiles done. And then grout under the fridge and stuff so I can put it back. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Not sure where I'm going to move the fridge to, though. Question of the century. Okay, just to show you where I'm at, this is the area under the fridge. There's the back of the fridge. I've got it all down, got the tape down. I think I have enough tape to do the small little square up front. If I don't, it'll come very, very close, and I'm sure I can search through my stuff and find something else, or just go to the store and get regular, maybe the slightly thicker masking tape or something. I don't know. We'll see what I can do. I go back to work. It's technically tomorrow night. For me, I will have a few more hours today. It's like 4:30 a.m. right now. I'll go to bed around 1 or 2, and then I'll go into work that night. So you decide what time it is, when it is. It's, for me, it's tomorrow morning, which will be tomorrow night. But I've got tape around the grout lines. Hopefully that'll be easier. Over here showed this. I've been taping this up. This is the tape that came with the kit. There wasn't much. Granted, the kit had also been used, so how much they used of it, I have no clue. But I had done some grout lines, which I'm pretty sure it's shown, but it was kind of dark, and I was trying to wipe up around at the edges, and I think I just wiped up half the grout. So most of that has to be redone. And then I've started going around these. I'm using old washi tape that I don't really much care for. It's this old Halloween stuff that I got off of Temu. And there's very little on the rolls, and just like half of it's really crappy design. Like, real crappy AI design. It's just, yeah. So I'm just going to slowly but surely work on that. I've ordered another grout kit because I'm definitely not going to have enough, but I should have enough to get this done. And hopefully in a few hours I can then roll the fridge back over the top of that. It should dry enough that I can do that. And from there, I do not know where I will go, because I do need to get the rest of these tiles and stuff down. But grout kit won't come in until Saturday. And it's Thursday. Trash. And so we'll try and get what I can done with the grout kit, but I don't want this I don't want a whole lot of this on the floor as much as possible, because these are stickies and they do shift and move. It's not like once you stick them down that they stay. So it's one of the ideas behind the grout lines, is not only for looks, but maybe that grout will be solid enough that it'll kind of create the little channels that'll kind of hold them in place. We don't know. We'll see. They could maybe, the grout stuff could be cheapy or something like that, or not strong enough. Just flat out not strong enough. Another reason I have to redo that, because it's just, I do know it will have to be thick enough in order to like actually even attempt to do that. So, but it still might be not hard enough, not strong enough, so it still might, the tiles might still shift and cause it to like crack or break apart or something like that. So I don't know. We will see. We are learning this together right now. But I will try and pop on after I get the grout there done. And I've pulled up all the tape. And we'll see how that turns out. Yes, my fridge is plugged in all across here. This is the shortest fridge cable I've seen in my life. When it's back there, I had to plug it into something else. It will plug into that plug right there. It will plug in nowhere else. If that plug was 2 more inches over, it would not plug in there. There's actually, very weirdly, a plug up there. I always thought, man, if I could plug that in there. Nope. If I could plug that in there, that would be awesome. No, the cord is too short. It doesn't even attempt to come close to it. Like I said, this is definitely landlord special. It's clearly been renovated from a duplex into a fourplex. So you work with what you got. Anyways, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, update. I got the area under the fridge done, and as you can see, I got the fridge back in place. Additionally, I grouted this corner here because that is where my washing machine goes. It's a portable washing machine. Might have seen it at the beginning of the vlog. But what's funny is this part has not been done yet. And it's just this square, so it kind of looks like, you know, the entrance of like your house, where you got the little square part when you walk in. So I find it very funny, but look at that floor. Look at the comparison. This floor is going to look so much cooler, so much nicer. Got the light on at the moment. There it is with just natural lighting. Or not natural lighting, just the lighting from above and natural lighting coming in through the windows. I think it doesn't show off the color best either way. Like, it's so much darker on my camera than it is in real life. It's a lot lighter in real life. But yay. There's the tiles that I have left. That's trash. I think the masking tape will cover the rest of this. We will just have to wait and see. I probably won't work on this again for maybe a couple of days. I've got to get stuff done this morning to get ready for work this week, so I can't finish this morning. Will I be able to tomorrow morning after work? Hard to say. Sometimes the first day back to work is just exhausting. Depends on where they put me, what they make me do, those sorts of things. So anyways, hopefully when I come back, I will at least have this grouted or this part done. Okay, so I'm doing a quick update. It has been a week. I'm pretty sure I showed that we did not finish there. That is on the docket for this weekend. Finish that, get all of the grout and stuff done. As you can see, I've got some outline done. I think they might have used a bit more of the original grout than I may have thought. It comes with a little roll of tape, there we go. I'm already getting quite a bit more out of it than I did with the first tape, so they must have used a lot of it, and I still have a lot left. Not enough, of course. I'll go back to the washi here in a couple, but don't know if you can tell very well. We can try. Hopefully without me. You can slightly tell. It's more noticeable in person, but this gray here is darker than this gray here. It's the exact same brand, exact same stuff, just in larger tubes, and the gray is completely different. So I'm still not sure I'll be able to get through all of this with the 2 tubes I have. If not, I will order more, and we'll see what color that ends up being. But at this point, the darker gray, if it is enough, what I hopefully will be able to do is kind of just take a little bit of it and kind of just like brush it on a little bit in the lighter so that it kind of evens out the coloring, because it's let's see if I can, the flash is on, so that's probably why it's not. This is also very, like sparkly. It's got a sparkle element to it, whereas the other stuff didn't. So that's weird. You can see the sparkle and non-sparkle. Isn't that crazy? But if I have to order more, then we'll see what color that ends up being. And if it's more like this, then we'll, utilize that on there. If it's more like that, we'll utilize it on the darker stuff. Either way, whatever we end with, whatever we have left, it's going to be used to blend the others a little bit. So we will see. Hopefully I'll be able to catch you up tomorrow. My first order of business starting tomorrow will be getting that bit done. As for right now, I'm going to try and get a few more grout lines filled in, and we'll be going from there. Okay, here we go. We've got that section done. As you can see, there's some stuff over there in that corner. I just made it go fuzzy, sorry. There is a slight, slopey thing going on over there. So I have the books and stuff to hold it down. The adhesive on the back of the tiles will not hold it down on its own. So I've got some E6000 squished in there. So hopefully we'll see what happens after we take the books and stuff up. Who knows? all we can do is try. But I didn't worry about the E6000 because we put the tape down. I did not quite have enough tape. I was so close. There is a stretch of about like right there, but I did put down some packing tape. It's more sticky. The floor will probably be sticky when I pull it up, but it'll just be a small rectangle, so it is what it is. Anyways, I'm actually gonna have to pause doing this until later on this evening and tomorrow night. It's laundry time. Fortunately, laundry has to come first. Otherwise, I will have no clothes to wear to work. Yeah, but you can see, I think I showed you that it got into here. I've taped down a little bit more. That is one thing I will work on all night, though, while my stuff is going. I have it turned off at the moment, otherwise it'd be noisy and annoying. I will work at taping this off tonight. So hopefully tomorrow I can just come in slowly but surely over the night and yeah, get the grouting done. And then I do have stuff I have to do tomorrow, so hopefully at the end of tonight I can get like at least some of this area done, because I do have to get some cooking done for, again, work. I have to have some pre-meal prep stuff, because that's life. Anyways, catch you again probably with the finished project, so see you in a sec. So, quick floor update. Did to about here. Got this much left. Ran out of the grout again. It said it, like, the amount was like double the other one that I had. It did not much more than the other, because the other was all of that over there, across there, and it was under the fridge. So just a tiny bit more. So I got in. Well, I went to the same listing I had previously gone to, and I ordered more of the grout. You know, came in a couple of days later. It was white, not gray. Exact same listing sent me white grout, not gray grout. And the funny thing was, the listing, when I looked at it, said that I'd ordered the white grout. And I'm like, I ordered from the exact same listing. That's people screwing with their listings on Amazon is what that is. So I ordered yet another one. I ordered more than that, and it looks like the same stuff, but it doesn't have the brand name on it. And so I did, well, when I opened it, it squirted out, and I had a bunch extra, mostly on my hand. So I did a little tiny swatch over there. Does that look a lot lighter to you? It does on my camera, anyways. And will hopefully show up. So the stuff I got might actually be a light gray instead of a dark gray. If that is the case, hopefully there will be a little bit left over, and I can just run a little bit along these lines here and just lighten them up ever so slightly, which would be the silver lining in all of this, because I do like the look of the light gray versus the dark gray. I know the dark gray is more contrast, you can see it more, versus the little bits where you see the light gray. Dark gray. I just like the light gray. It's a personal preference. Anyways, let's see what happens. So, I was wrong about the color. It is just as dark as the stuff over there. Still got a little bit of drying time, but once that, I'll be able to get the rest of the rugs down. I do need to go into these obviously lighter areas and smush a little bit of the darker stuff across it just to blend it a little more. Kind of sad, I really do like the lighter better. However, that dark does pop a lot more. Let's see, in front of the fridge. There is under the fridge. I'm not going under the fridge to darken them. They can stay light. They're fine. But there are some, I think, can't remember if they were the dark or the light. And it appears it was the dark, so I don't need to worry about that area. Yes, I am moving the rug with my toes, and I have a monster box, oops, sorry, on the floor because why not? Must have fallen. Anyways, hopefully we'll get the light darkened up, and next one we'll actually see the finished product, see everything put in place, and do a wrap up. See you in a sec. It is done. But you're seeing it. And it's done. You can see we've got some, what you would call it, caulking on some of the edges to keep it down. You can't see over there because I've got a rug covering it up. I tried to do some covering of the lighter areas, and it just really doesn't seem to want to like recolor that light area unless you like fully fill it in, and it's already filled in. So the light areas are just gonna have to stay a little bit lighter. They're not super noticeable, but we'll probably try and keep working on them a little bit, filling them in a little bit, coloring them in a little bit, seeing if we can't accomplish a little bit of something. But that's something we're going to do over time. It's been nearly 3 weeks. I am on my 3rd weekend. It is done, finally, or to the point that it will be. I'd show you the whole kitchen, but guess what? The rest of the kitchen still looks like crap, so we're just showing you the floor. But it's nice to see just the accomplishment of the floor, and it looks so much better. I should be able to take some screenshots from previously, working on it and stuff, and just kind of do a comparison, set it up side by side, what it is looking like now and stuff. But yay, excited about it. Looks great, and I will be able to continue working on my kitchen, making it look more my style, more like me. One thing I want to do is paint the walls. We'll try to go with, I'm not sure this is even showing the wall color. It's this dusty purple violet, lavenderish, too dark for lavender, I think. It's really showing up kind of grayish on my camera. Don't know what it'll show up like otherwise, but it's dusty purple. It's a dusty purple color, which does not match. There's my apron. It does not match the aesthetics of my colors at all. But it is really dark, and it makes the place so much darker as it is. And as you can see, the bottom half of this kitchen is wood paneling. That door looks horrendous. Whoever painted it did a horrible job at it. And I'm not sure what to do because the trimming, I could do separately. Trimming would be a lot of work to do all the trimming as well. But at the same time, like, the trimming's really horrible. It needs to be redone. Yeah. But at this point, I don't want to work on the trimming. Also, additionally, you can see my dryer. Yeah, they fixed some of the ceiling and did not repaint the ceiling, so it's got the white, like, filler stuff and all of that. You can see it. It's white. But yeah, you can tell on the ceiling. The ceiling is the same, like, color as the trim, and it's got that weird white spot on it, so figure out what to do there, I suppose. Who knows? We will go from there. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. My channel is doing much of just randomness things, but if you feel like watching, go ahead. Feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see what other weird stuff I'm working on, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.